Good morning. It is Tom Grody. It is 7:08 or 9. We're a little late this morning. Thanks for joining us. It is time for 7 minutes of sunshine, and it is Friday, 8/14/2020, the year of the craziness. I have a special guest with me today, my very good friend Josh Kreais. Hi, Josh.
Good morning.
Josh is, Josh is a veteran of the Iraq War. Josh has a great story around that. Josh is the father of a set of twins and is raising them and is doing a fabulous job. And we are lucky today to get to hear from Josh. He's going to share his values and his superpower. And Josh, I'm going to bring your slide up onto the screen, and I am going to go away, and I'm going to go ahead and let you share your values and your superpower. Go for it, man.
All right. Good morning, everybody. My name is Josh Kreais. Well, I have to admit, we're late. It's my fault. Having some technical difficulties, but hopefully everything is working. You guys can hear me okay. Um, as Tom said, I am a father of twins. I'm a gay man. I'm married to a man. We have twins via surrogacy. I'll talk a little bit about that in a minute. Um, I am a veteran of the U.S. Army. I was a medic attached to a line unit. I served one deployment to Iraq. I will talk about that too in a minute. And the other big thing is that Tom and I, we've been friends for, I was trying to think of this yesterday. I want to say like 5 or 6 years,
Yeah,
maybe.
that's about right. That's about right.
So my husband and his husband actually met first, and they hit it off really well. And then, the rest of us kind of met after, and our families, our kids get along great. We get along great. So it works really well. Anyway, so on to the values. I have to say, I struggled a little bit with this value thing. I don't spend a lot of time doing like self-reflection. It's just not something that's common for me. So when I was asked to do this, I struggled really hard. Tom provided some worksheets that helped me get through it, and it was a really fun exercise, and it was really kind of educational for me. It's just stuff that I don't spend a lot of time thinking about. So I enjoyed it. I enjoyed whittling it down. But here we go. I'm going to do these backwards just because. So number 4, I picked compassion as one of my values. And compassion is one of those things where you sort of, it has kind of a lot to do with empathy, right? Like you kind of feel what others are feeling, and you feel for them, and you kind of just take care of them, and you know how to take care of them. And I think my time in the military kind of helped me get better at that. As I said, I was a medic, and wow, we would, there's something about, when you catch the bad guy, and you've got them, and they're prisoner, right? And this guy may have been shooting at me 20 minutes ago, but now that we have him, it's part of my job to take care of him. And that's not always an easy thing. Um, but it's something that I was really, really good at. And of course, I was really good at taking care of my guys too. That's one of those extra compassion things. I actually got kicked out of the Army under Don't Ask, Don't Tell. And when my commander was going over all of that paperwork and stuff with me, he told me that I was getting an honorable discharge. And I was very fortunate because a lot of people who got kicked out under Don't Ask, Don't Tell, they did not get an honorable discharge, and they had to go back later and fight for that. Um, you can, by the way, if you haven't, you can go back and get that changed. I assume most people have by now. That's kind of a old rule, but just FYI. Anyway, he told me that he didn't want to give me an honorable discharge, that he thought that I shouldn't get one. He talked to my chain of command prior to me getting out. In fact, he talked to both of them. I had my medic chain of command, and then I had my infantry chain of command. And he talked to all of them, and he couldn't find anybody who had one bad thing to say, not even one single thing that he could go off of. And that was the reason. He told me straight up that that was the reason that I was getting an honorable discharge. I was very good at my job, and the guys really enjoyed having me as their medic. So compassion really, really helped me in that career. The next one, I did friendship. I'm very social. I'm have a lot of friends. I'm one of those people where I have met you 10 minutes ago and we have one single thing in common, and now you are my best friend, right? I don't have very many acquaintances. I mean, I do, but to me, look at all these friends. That's just kind of my personality that comes out. And having people around that, not just people that you share things in common with, people who have all walks of life, people who bring different ideas and different opinions and different backgrounds. It all just makes my life a lot more interesting. I'm learning things from the people that I surround myself all the time. I don't know how I'm doing on time. I'm going to try to speed this up. I know we were late today. Number two, I actually took two values and I combined them because I thought they were so similar. I just couldn't differentiate them. So I did family and home, right? Uh, like I said, I'm married. So me and my husband, we met in 2006. We married in 2008. And then we had our children in 2012. Um, and it's something that very early on we discussed. We always discussed we wanted to have kids someday. Like, oh man, it would be awesome to be a dad. But back then we didn't know any gay families. We didn't know anybody like that, except for maybe like I don't know Ricky something. I did he have kids back then? I know he does now. I like maybe famous people who that was it. That was all we had. And yeah, I remember it just the conversation happened randomly one day. Like, hey, look, we found this surrogate agency in Chicago, and there's really nothing stopping us. Like, we could do this right now. And it was kind of one of those like, are you sure we can do that? Are are you sure? And yeah, we did. And so I have a boy and a girl, and they're 8 years old now, and they're fantastic. They're at that age where they are starting to really have some opinions and ideas of their own. Like, wow, who told you that? Where did you get that idea from? But, um, everything I do and everything that my husband does, we're always doing it for our kids and for our family and for our home. That's all part of our home. And the final one, pride. Okay, pride is a big umbrella term for me. Pride, obviously, I'm a gay man, so pride is something that we celebrate, all the time. But pride isn't just a gay exclusive thing. I'm very proud of my family and the strides that we've made to make our family safe and to make them feel comfortable. And I'm very proud of my friends and all the stuff that they're doing. It's amazing. I'm proud of me being a veteran and proud of the work that we did while we were in Iraq. We helped rebuild an elementary school that had been destroyed. We helped, I mean, countless hours that we spent volunteering at the civilian hospital, just helping anybody that needed help. Um, so I'm very proud of a lot of things. And then that finally brings us to my superpower. That was another hard one. That's another conversation you don't have very often. You know what? Side note, these are great conversations to have with your friends and with your family. Your values, your superpower, all of this self reflection, these are great conversations to have. So even if it's not Tom encouraging you to do these things, you all, and me included, we should be talking about this stuff. This is stuff that gets ignored and not, or at least in my circle. Maybe you guys talk about this stuff all the time. I don't know. But for me, it was all new, and it was all new in a very good way. Anyway, superpower. I landed on hospitality. hospitality, bringing people together, right? Making sure that people feel safe and warm and welcome into your group. I'm a big board game fanatic, right? I play board games, I collect board games, I love to teach board games, and we're not talking about Monopoly here, okay? Think bigger. Um, and I've never met a gamer in my whole life who doesn't want one more player for their game. There's always room at my table, right? And that's something that I want people to know. I don't want them to be afraid, like, oh man, no, I don't want to be a part. I don't want to be a part of that. No. We want you. You don't know how to play that game? We will teach you. You're not even sure you're going to like that game? Well, we will enjoy your company while you're here. This is a 4-player game, and now we have 5 players. That's even better, because now I can sit out and I can help teach this game and help make sure that everybody knows what's going on. So hospitality, bringing people together, making sure they feel safe. I'm very good at that. I think I'm very good at that. And that's my superpower. And that's it. Hopefully that was fast enough.
Josh, that was fantastic. What a great story. I am proud to be your friend. And every one of those things you said and shared are exactly who you are. And I really love that you landed on hospitality, because that's exactly what you do. You make people feel special, welcome, loved, and you have that big, giant heart. And we're lucky to have you in this world. We're grateful. I'm grateful that you served in Iraq, and that you went through so much with the Don't Ask, Don't Tell, and here you were helping people, and they kick you out. And I love your attitude. I love that you kept that it didn't change who you are. It just made you even better. And thank you for sharing. You are a great man. You're a great man.
Yeah, thank you for.
Oh, all right.
Awesome.
All right. Listen, thank you so much. You have a great day today. And remember, even when it's really damn cloudy, the sun is always shining. All right. All right. Take care, my friend. Bye bye.